Spoiler warning. On June 16, 2024, the Targaryen struggle for the Iron Throne will begin. HBO has published 2 teasers for Season 2 of House of the Dragon, both of which favor Team Black or Team Green. In addition to the teaser trailer from December, by the end of Season 1, the players could have made up their minds, but the conflicting teasers for House of the Dragon hint at a convoluted rivalry that will make some lose faith in the game. The first season of House of the Dragon concluded with the Targaryens facing war. The Greens, led by Alicent Hightower and her father Otto Hightower, planned the ascension of Alicent's son, Aegon II, to the throne following Alicent's misinterpretation of King Viserys' final request prior to his passing. Rhaenyra Targaryen sent her sons, Jacaerys and Lucerys, to the great lords of Westeros to request her inheritance in the wake of the coup. She was unaware that Aemon Targaryen was the reason for Lucerys' demise. Although Rhaenyra was prepared to reconcile with her brother and previous closest friend, the loss of Lucerys revealed a different Rhaenyra who was just interested in getting even.
Good. To war then.
Subscribe to Movie Spy for more twist videos. What takes place in the Black trailer for House of the Dragon? Team Black is led by Rhaenyra Targaryen, the Black Queen, who is accompanied by her spouse, Daemon Targaryen. Aemond admits in the Green trailer that Daemon has always been a tough fighter, but other characters who have been neglected are rising forward to take on new roles in House of the Dragon. In the teaser, Rhaena and Baela Targaryen finally get some attention, and Jacaerys takes center stage in a location that fans of Game of Thrones will recognize. Rhaenyra's friends will be her compass in the future, helping her to make wise choices despite the voice of retaliation in her ear, thanks to her previous diplomacy. Not only is Lucerys one of Rhaenyra's favorite children, but there's a risk that he won't get a fitting Valyrian burial, which makes his death all the more devastating for Team Black. In a brief scene from the teaser, Rhaenyra is seen collapsing by Syrax, Lucerys' dragon's wing, but not by the dragon's body. The closest the family can get to the Valyrian tradition of burning the body with dragon fire is when they burn Lucerys' garments on a fire during the funeral that the family holds later at dusk. Few people who were close to Lucerys attended the burial, but it's a private gathering that embodies Rhaenyra's core family values. Later, Rhaenyra declares that she will fight this war alone in a speech to Hugh Hammer, Ulfwhite, and Adam of Hull, the Dragon Seeds. Aside from their knights, a person must fight their own wars in order to earn an incredible reputation as a monarch of Westeros. If Aegon II is willing to risk his life as much as Rhaenyra is, it will be evident how drastically different their leadership styles are from one another. At Castle Black is Jacaerys Velaryon. Jacaerys' mission in the conflict is to persuade Winterfell's Lord Cregan Stark to offer his men to Rhaenyra. And tired of Northmen who fight for honor and justice, Cregan boasts one of the biggest and most formidable armies in all of Westeros. For Rhaenyra, having that army would be a crucial victory. But in a war of dragons, it will take time before Cregan gives up his troops. A Stark will never breach an oath, as Jacaerys reminds Cregan of the one he made to King Viserys I and his successor Rhaenyra. More than twice as far away as Winterfell, at Castle Black, the two can be seen negotiating the top of the wall. Maybe Jacaerys needs to resolve a problem at the wall before he can win Cregan's support. A betrayal by Team Black could affect Rhaenyra. As of right now, each member of Team Black appears to be quite strict about their role. At the moment, Rhaenyra is on the losing side since she lacks the warriors and dragons to defend her, unlike the Greens, who own the throne. People who support Rhaenyra are doing so because they genuinely think well of her, but this may not last. The teaser implies that Corlys Velaryon is weighing all of her options in Season 2, thanks to some deft editing. He cuts to Rhaenyra and tells his wife Rhaenys that she needs to crush this beast at its head, referring to the Hightowers in particular. Readers of Fire and Blood will understand that this is more than a fortuitous poke at Rhaenyra. Corlys has always put himself first in this world. Thus, he might not want to participate in Rhaenyra's quest for vengeance. What takes place in the Green trailer for House of the Dragon? Aegon II has his own fans in the Green trailer, just as Rhaenyra had hers in the Black video, promising her the throne. As his mother Alicent is the real face of Team Green, Aegon II had a lesser part in the events leading up to his coronation in Season 1. Every major event in the Dance of the Dragons may be traced back to Alicent's childish envy of Rhaenyra, which sparked a small-scale, one-sided conflict between the two. The hand of the King Otto Hightower, the Lord Commander of the Kingsguard Criston Cole, Aegon II's brother Aemond, and Aegon II's sister-wife Helaena are all accompanying Aegon II and Alicent. The Greens exhibit the greatest confidence in winning a conflict they initiated, like the cunning traitors they are. The war turns a turning point due to blood and cheese. There is no denying that blood and cheese will undoubtedly appear in Season 2 of House of the Dragon. However, the Green teaser definitely stays away from giving away too much about their plot. But readers of Fire and Blood will be able to piece everything together. A handmaiden, perhaps after a sad incident, is seen walking through the Red Keep's hallways at night while wearing a blanket covered in blood. Helaena and Alicent also go to a funeral in which people toss petals at them as a token of sympathy for their loss as they walk through King's Landing streets. From a strategic perspective, it's a cold-blooded but cunning move on the part of the Greens, who want to use the tragedy to further their cause and demonize Rhaenyra. Aemond versus Daemon. The House of the Dragon hints to the match. Aemond is dreaming of seeing his uncle on the battlefield while Daemon fights in the river, lands to win over the Tullis and other lords, with the help of horrible threats of death, but Daemon could care less. Aemond expressed interest in Daemon's fortitude and disregard for other people's perceptions of him in Season 1. Aemond aspires to be better than Daemon, not necessarily to be Daemon. Aemond would then be the most respected Targaryen fighter in existence. Although it's obvious that House of the Dragon is setting up the battle above the god's eye, viewers should take the risk of spoilers. Aegon II begins to take on Joffrey Baratheon's features in Season 2 of House of the Dragon. Aegon Targaryen is shown clutching a dagger. We've had vicious kings, and we've had idiot kings, but I don't know if we've ever been cursed with a vicious idiot for a king, Tyrion Lannister reportedly remarked to Joffrey Baratheon. I think Tyrion was completely mistaken on that one. Aegon II appears to be challenging Joffrey for the least flattering title, based on what the teaser for the film displays.